guys, so I haven't actually talked to the camera yet in this video. The reason being, I wanted to get a decent workout editing, but that ain't got a plan. The footage I actually got wasn't that great, but I decided to include it in this anyway. I just wanted to show you a bit of my day and how and what I get up to on a daily basis. So first of all guys, in the morning, took the dogs out for a 2-hour walk. The weather's been absolutely glorious here, so it'd be a shame not to do that. And then I went to the gym, just done mostly cardio and a bit of a full body because I've got a new routine starting tomorrow, so I didn't want to train anything too in depth because I want to save myself some energy for tomorrow. And then, as you were seeing guys, prep foods for a barbecue. I had some fun at the back with the dogs, including some footage of them, and yeah, it's a really good day. So the idea of this video guys is to give you an oversight of what I'm going to be doing over the next 15 weeks. I think it's 15, maybe it's 14 weeks now, but yeah, what my plan of attack is going to be, what my diet is going to be, what my training is going to consist of. So let's get into it guys. So let's talk cardio. You're going to be performing two different types of cardio. So firstly, steady state cardio and then HIIT training. So twice a week I'm probably going to go with steady state cardio, where I'll be performing probably a 5-minute warm up into a 25 to 30 minute incline walk. The incline will be set about 10 to 11 and the speed will be about 6 kilometers an hour, right? So the idea is I still want to be working hard, I still want to be breaking a sweat, but I want it to be a steady pace. I don't want to be doing intervals like I will be in the other days. So I want to keep it nice and steady and aim for about 400 to 500 calories a day. Okay, so I'm not going to take it up to about an hour a day at the minute. I'm just going to, like I said in the previous clip, I'm just going to take it nice and easy and start from the bottom. When things start to slow down weight wise, I will then build it up maybe 5 minutes a day or an extra 50 calories a day. And then secondly guys, HIIT training. So this is one of my favourite types of training. It really does test you and your fitness levels. So the 3 things I'll be doing for that guys, or 40, maybe even 4, you class it as 4. Firstly, I'll be doing an incline sprint, so I'll do a 5-minute warm-up just like the steady state cardio. Then we'll go into about a 5% incline with about 13.5 to 14 kilometer sprints. Probably on that day I'll be performing about 6 to 8 of those because they are tough, and if I can't, I'd like to push to 10, but I probably will take the incline back down and just carry out normal sprints then at a higher speed. The other thing then guys would be skipping intervals, so be doing a minute on of skipping, just different alternating feet or whatever it might be, whatever I feel like doing on the day. And then at the same time then with a 30-second rest, so I'll be a minute on, 30 seconds rest, a minute on, 30 seconds rest, and so on. And the next one then guys would be normal sprints, so just like I said, 5-minute warm up again on the running machine, get things moving, get a bit warmed up, get some blood flow in, and then I'd probably perform 15 to 20 minutes of sprints. So what I mean by that, I'll be doing 35 to 40 seconds of sprinting with about 50 seconds rest period in between. It's probably less than at the time the actual running machine slows down, but that's the times I've got in my head. And then the last type of HIIT training I will be performing on this sort of prep guys will be spin bike. So what I'll be aiming for is a nice 1 minute sit down sprint as fast as I can on a spin bike, and then into up the dial to a bit more tension on the wheels, and then up into a standing sprint then for another minute. So, and that is one thing guys I've been doing lately after some advice from a new friend, and I will say guys, it does get the blood flow in, and it's like I said, it's mixing things up and it keeps things interesting. So that's cardio way. Let's move on to weights guys. I'm going to be doing a 5-day split. I'm not going to do a 6 because I am going to try and up my rest days to 2 days, because in the last sort of strict prep I've done, I was pretty fatigued all the time. I always felt tired, never had any energy, and it does burn you out after a while. So as this is going to be a 15 week long process, I don't want to be burning myself in the early stages. So on a Monday I'm going to be training chest, on a Tuesday I'm going to be training back, on a Wednesday I'll be training shoulders, on a Thursday I'll be training legs, and on a Friday I'll be training arms. So what I've decided to do on this one, because I do find weightlifting can be very repetitive, so you're doing the same sort of movements over and over and over again. So what I've decided to do in this one guys, we'll have a 2-week split. On week 1 we'll focus on strength, so we'll be focusing on as heavy as we can go for rep ranges between 5 to 8. Possibly 10 reps when we do an isolation work. So for example on chest flies would maybe be 10 reps, but instead of using light dumbbells, say 10 kilograms, it's probably a bit light for me. but instead of doing 20 reps, we'll be just banging them out for 10 reps for maybe 15 kilogram flies instead. So that's just an example. And then week 2, guys, we're going to be aiming for muscle endurance, so we're going to really burn those muscles out. So like I said, it's going to be the same split on week 2, but the only difference being we will be aiming for higher rep ranges. And I'm probably going to say, and give a guess guys, but we're going to be hitting anything from 12 to 20 reps. Now, I mean, I like training heavy, but you know, I also believe it's good to mix and match things up. It doesn't always, you know, it doesn't always only make you like stay interested in it, but it also, you know, it keeps you motivated instead of going, oh, I gotta lift heavy, oh, I haven't lifted a big lift today. But you're always keeping things moving, and we're in 2 different types of training to keep the body guessing at the same time. So I've never done it this way before. I'm interested to see. I've done a lot of reading up online, and people tend to change it every 4 weeks, but I'm going to be doing it every other week to keep things moving and hopefully not lose strength over time. Because as you guys know, when you're training, well, you should know, when you're training and you're in deficit, over time your strength does tend to go down. So, and that's not something I'm willing to give up this time. So I want to keep my strength up as much as I can, get some decent lifts in, and also hit muscular endurance at least once a fortnight as well. So that's the plan of attack for weights. I'm just going to go talk into a little bit of my macros and how many calories I'm going to start on, and then I can conclude the video, guys, because I don't want to ramble on, because I think this is a nice short. So I don't actually work very well off high fat diet. So the way I've worked this diet out, guys, I'm going to start off about 1950 calories. My maintenance is probably around 2,300. I like to keep a 300 to 500 deficit when I'm trying to cut. So if you guys are trying to bulk up, obviously you want to be in a surplus of 300 to 500 calories, but most people I'm hoping and targeting in these videos will be in the same position as me, wanting to lose a bit of weight, getting a bit leaner for the summer or even for the winter months, just for general health, guys. So my macros are going to be roughly about 220 to 225 grams of protein. Okay, so a gram of protein, a gram of carbohydrates are 4 calories each, and a gram of fat is 9 calories each, or 8 calories each. Okay, so like I said, my protein is going to be around 225 grams of protein. My carbs are going to be around 120. Depending on how the weight loss goes, I might up it a little bit just to add to the calories. If I find I'm dropping weight too quick, this is just a bit of an experiment. And fat will be anywhere between 44 and 55. I've not been as strict as I would have been under a coach like I have been in previous. All my meals would have been set out, there would have been set macros over the week and only one refeed. I'm just, you know, experimenting with my body. I got to prove to myself, guys, that I can do this. I say I put on probably about 15-20 pounds since last Christmas, but obviously I put weight on at Christmas and I've never lost it, so I need to prove to myself now that I can do it without anyone supporting me. Otherwise, you know, I'm always going to suffer with being overweight and struggling to keep weight off. So let's say, guys, we start from about 1900 to 1800 calories, anywhere in that ballpark sort of thing, and yeah, we're going to go from there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit different. It's just been a bit of sort of raw footage in a way of me just, you know, showing you my life behind the camera and seeing what I get up to, and also a bit of gym footage, you know, just, you know, something I hope to put in the future is a lot more gym footage. Maybe do a voiceover and, you know, give a bit of my thoughts on training process, how I like to train, and then feed it back to you guys. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Make a change.